Good morning, speakers, and good morning, everybody. On this occasion, I would like to present the result of my team's research entitled The Embodiment of Sarekat Dagang Islam, Independent and Entrepreneurial Values at Batik Traders in Surakarta during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, this is our team, Nugroho Hasan, Ahmad Rifqi, Shoffan Mujahid, Yakobus Sastra, and me, and Miss Tiwuk Kusuma Hastuti as uh, our lecturer. Sarekat Dagang Islam, or SDI, is an association of Batik entrepreneurs in Surakarta. SDI was initiated, SDI was initiated by a well-known businessman in Surakarta, Mr. Samanhudi. Sarekat Dagang Islam was established, started from Samanhudi's concern about the treatment equality by the Dutch colonial government between local traders in Surakarta, who were mostly Muslim, and foreign traders in 1905. Traders from abroad had more privilege from the Dutch colonial government. Samanhudi felt that local traders in Surakarta needed to form a union of Batik traders to maintain their legitimacy and their rights so as to form Sarekat Dagang Islam. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused Batik traders in Surakarta to experience declining profits due to the declining demand. If these conditions cannot be overcome, it will cause Batik traders in Surakarta to go out of business, and the existence of Batik craftsmen and traders will decrease, so that the sustainability of local Batik is threatened. According to solopost.com, Gunawan Nizar, the owner of Batik Putrawayan, revealed that during a pandemic, Batik production, visitors, and the marketing decreased. Then, novelty. Economic cases during the pandemic not only use an economic perspective, but also involve historical perspective and local wisdom, in contrast to the normative concept that has developed so far in dealing with economic cases. This research emphasizes the combination of history, the application of local wisdom, and an economic point of view. Then it can be seen that the resolution of economic cases during the pandemic is more integrated and holistic from various aspects. The research variables used are the value of independence, the value of entrepreneurship as independent variables, and the motivation to trade Batik traders in Surakarta as the independent variable. This is the research purpose. The first, knowing the correlation between the value of self-reliance and entrepreneurship of SDI on the motivation to trade the Batik traders in Surakarta during the COVID-19 pandemics. The second, knowing the effect of applying the values of self-reliance and entrepreneurship of Batik traders SDI in Surakarta during the COVID-19 pandemic. The third, knowing the value of independence and entrepreneurship of SDI is very important for Batik traders in Surakarta during the COVID-19 pandemic. Research method. The research method we use is a mixed method of quantitative and qualitative. Regarding the quantitative approach, our target is the Lawian Batik Village Development Forum, which includes Lawian Batik Village, Sondakan, and Pasar Klewer. The total of all respondents that we have collected is 30 Batik traders. The data collection instruments that we use is a questionnaire. Besides that, our target for the qualitative approach is the administrators and historians at the Samanhudi Museum located in Lawean Subdistrict. They are Mr. Aziz and Mr. Wardi as the people who often interact directly with the descendants of the deceased Haji Samanhudi. Then Our other target is the founder of the Lawian Batik Village Development Forum named Mr. Widi. In collecting this data, the instruments we use were interviews, observation, and FGDs. All data collection implemented complete health protocol, used personal protective equipment, and kept the social distancing. Then for data analysis, we use the quantitative approach, is multiple linear regression analysis with the help of SPSS to measure the magnitude of the influence of the two y variables and x variable. In addition, in the qualitative approach, the data analysis that we use is the interactive analysis of Mills and Hoberman. Then, um, for the research steps that we have carried out as follows: pre-research, coordination with the PKM team, with the head of FKBBL, curator the Samanhudi Museum, and others, arrange instrument, make a list of correspondents or resource persons, survey the location of Kampung Batik, Lawian, and Sondakan. Uh, then research implementation. We visit the Samanhudi Museum, conduct field interviews to meet correspondents based on questions that have been prepared in the research instrument. And then management and analysis field data evaluation, processing data from field interviews and evaluating the achievement of research implementation. Next, results and discussion. The word self-sufficiency is defined as standing one's own feet and not depending on others. While entrepreneurship is defined as an attitude of the soul and the ability to create something new, which is very valuable and useful both for himself and for others. This independence and entrepreneurship are values upheld by the Islamic Trade Union and taught from generation to generation through someone who is relatives. SDI is a forum for batik traders in Surakarta to compete with foreign batik traders. According Mr. Wadri, chairman of the Community Care for Samanhudi, explained that we wealth owned by Samanhudi is used entirely for the benefit of the organization and society. Samanhudi taught the value of being independent and not indebted to the colonial and foreign governments. This independent value is still held by batik traders in Surakarta by not paying in debt to the bank. These traders prefer to do business with their own capital even though they get little profit rather than borrowing assistance from the bank, which will have an impact on paying bank interest rates. In time of entrepreneurial values, Samanhudi first developed the Sarekat Dagang Islam by making batik stamps to accelerate batik production. In the current pandemic era, to accelerate the production and distribution of batik traders selling through digital marketing. Then this is the result of research, level of education, monthly income, type of works, type of business. Then this is a statistic analysis, F test, then statistic analysis T test, and the last, this is the conclusion. Okay, this is enough for my presentation. I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.